Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm the founder of Bien Sûr. And so we are right now in Maurepas, which is in the suburbs of Paris. More precisely, we're about a 10-minute drive to Versailles. What decided us to get in touch with Kuboid was we initially met them at a Fidessa conference, and we were looking for a reliable partner that would be able to do the build out, both the mezzanines and the units for our site. I actually had a friend who works in self-storage who had recommended them, and so that was, I guess, the tipping point that made me call them. What impressed us about Kuboid and that led us to partner with them was they were extremely fast in doing the design. We had actually contacted another company, and so both were working in parallel, and so Kuboid was just much faster. Also, we felt like they did less mistakes. We had actually quite a long list of constraints due to basically how the building is designed, and they actually were very good at meeting those constraints and making sure the design matched what we wanted. But yeah, I was really impressed by how fast they were at doing designs and updating. Yes, so the main constraints we had with this building were the slab of the building wasn't strong enough to support a 2-floor mezzanine. So we had to put in some piles. So piles are basically very long screws. So in our case, they were about 4 meters long. We had to put into the ground and so act as foundations to support the mezzanine. And we had constraints based on exactly where they could be, how close to the wall they could be. In front, well, we have different fire regulations compared to the UK, and building control asked that we put some smoke exhaust systems. So you had a system where air had to be able to come in through the ground floor and also come out through the top of the building. And so that meant we had to build 2 different kinds of chimneys, one for air coming in, one for smoke going out, that we had to integrate into the mezzanine. And I believe that was actually the first time that Kuboid had to do that. So those were basically the main constraints we had, and that were actually quite complicated, but they did a good job. They made a clear drawing of what needed to be done, and the installers on site did a good job, and our building control was both signed off with no problems. We picked Kuboid over maybe more local alternatives for a few reasons. One, we wanted a company where we felt there was a lot of trust, and who would be able to build faster, and of course there was price competitivity. Kuboid had a great price, and so also a great price to quality ratio. So we did the build in 2 stages. There were 2 reasons for that. The first one is because we better wanted to understand what was the real demand for the unit mix we had here. Again, on our previous site, we had built the whole site in one phase, and the unit mix wasn't exactly perfect. So we wanted to kind of build the first phase here, to then build the second one, knowing exactly what unit sizes were most in demand here. And the second reason was also to defer some of the capex till later on. We have seen that, our facility looks so, well, in my opinion, and I think in our customers' opinion, it looks so good that most customers, a very high percentage, as soon as they visit, it creates this kind of this trust. And then we actually have an extremely high conversion rate when people come and visit, because I think they just see that it's just a high quality and good looking facility. And so they know that when they'll come back in a few months or in a few years from now to get their stuff, it'll be in the same condition that they left it.